Good morning, Arizona. Welcome to Dr. Pete's Keto Club and our first review of a restaurant in Phoenix where you can safely eat a ketogenic meal. Okay, from a social perspective, one of the most stressful events for somebody like me who's eating a ketogenic diet, so it's high in fat, low in carbohydrates, and moderate in protein, is going out to restaurants to eat. And that is for two reasons. The main reason, the most significant one, is you're going to walk into this place and then you're going to have to deal with the menu, and you've got to find something on a menu which is low in carbohydrates, which can be difficult. The second factor is you have no idea what type of oils they use to cook the food. And more than likely, the mass majority of restaurants in any large urban area are going to be using vegetable oils like soybean oil, which is not a good thing. So there are two things that you're concerned about. One is being able to find something on a menu that is low in carbohydrate. The second thing is finding something on the menu that they actually cooked using a high quality saturated fat, olive oil, or avocado oil. So those are the two main issues. So in this video, we're going to explore eating out at a restaurant here in Phoenix called The Collins. And I've actually eaten out there a number of times. I've not just gone there, for example, one time. So I've gone there actually many times. The way that I decide about whether or not a restaurant gets a high rating for a ketogenic individual like myself, feeling safe to go there and eat, is what I do is I go in and I order something off the menu that looks safe. And then later after the meal, at the 2-hour time point, I actually finger stick and measure my blood glucose at that point and the amount of ketones. And then I do a similar reading again the following morning. So I do my fasting blood glucose and my ketones the morning after the meal. And what you see if you have eaten a meal which is high in carbohydrate, you see the 2-hour time point after the meal, the blood glucose being very high and the ketones being very, very low. And you see a similar trend the following morning. So you would expect your fasting glucose, and this is what I see when I get hidden carbs, is going to be high, and my ketones are going to be low. So I've had a total of 4 meals at the Collins, 4 different kinds of meals at the Collins where I have done the finger sticking in the aftermath and gotten really excellent results. So let's go to the actual review itself. Okay, first I'd like to introduce the Collins, and this is what you see if you go to their website. Okay, this is the menu, and as the video proceeds, you'll see that I have 3 items that are circled here along with 2 sides. And as I said earlier, I've eaten each of these items and seen excellent blood results after the fact. So these are really good ketogenic alternatives. And the chef is par excellence, so the food is cooked very, very well. I've also circled 2 sides. The charred cauliflower and the broccolini are really, really excellent. You'll notice when you read the items that I've circled that in some cases there are things that clearly have carbohydrates in them. But the restaurant has been really good about me substituting in the cauliflower and or the broccolini. Quite often I'll order both of them, so I'll pay for a side in addition. Now last night I had a specialty item, so like many restaurants, they offer things on a daily basis, and I'll address that next. Okay, last night I ordered the specialty of the day, which was prime rib. Technically it came with mashed potatoes, and as I said a little bit earlier, I asked if I could substitute the charred cauliflower, which is really, really excellent. And then I also ordered an additional side of the broccolini. My wife and I were there with another couple. socializing, and you can see in the upper right hand of the photo there that there is a Michelob Ultra beer that's 2.5 carbs. The prime rib itself was a full 12 ounces, and some ketogenic people might be concerned about that, but my blood glucose and my ketones were excellent 2 hours after this meal, and also this morning when I tested my fasting levels. So overall, I give the Collins a 5-star rating, and I would recommend to anyone who eats a ketogenic diet that wants to go out and socialize with friends and family, and you're looking for a safe restaurant, to try the Collins out, because they have excellent food there. The chef is amazing, and you've got more than one item you can choose off the menu, as I elucidated here, and there are things that you can drink in the alcoholic realm. They have the Ultra beer, which is 2.5 carbs. I also have ordered gin and seltzer there, and I think also tequila and seltzer, and not had any problems at all with them, accidentally using tonic or something like that. So it's an excellent restaurant. Go check it out.